Happy hunting.
Hunt me.
I am the hunted one.
I'm hunting most things.
That is huntz.
You can hunt.
Oh, have you hunted me? You're being hunted.
Hello again, and it's the 4th of September 2018. Let's get into the top 10 hunts for steamhunt.com for today. First one is the Studio Rusgarden.net, the smog-free bicycle. Now, for countries that have got a massive amount of people who bike everywhere because the city's either designed like that, or it's just easier or cheaper, or there's that much smog anyway that it's probably best to try and not use a car. I think they actually have mandates in certain places now where you're not allowed to use the car. This is kind of it's been around for a while. This one has actually this invention, and I'm not sure how well it actually works in theory, but due to the sheer amount of bikes in, say, Amsterdam or China, any major city where they have taken on board like putting bike routes in there, this has got to be a no-brainer, right? It's got to be a no-brainer for a bike to have a device that, as you're moving through the air, can do some kind of carbon capture. I mean, this for me is when artistic intention, design, and environment all fuses together. That arena right there, surely that's worth spending grants and money on, because it's storytelling, something that can, as you transition through the world, you can help the world around you. And I just think it's a perfect unison of like art versus problem, right? Next up is Florrie. Sorry about that, about the thing popping up. That's just I had to quickly reset. Sometimes that does it in my browser. I do apologize. Florrie is a revolutionary mobile app that helps your flooring business save time and sell more product. I'm starting to see loads of niche services to do with very specific niches. Like yesterday I saw a car dealership like app, and then today like interior design, being able to do that with AR. I think that's kind of cool. So this is Florrie.io. Next up is Sorted 3. Launch discount 33% off regular price, ends September the 6th. Schedule events, tasks and notes into a beautiful timeline. I'm normally suckered into something like this whenever I see a well-designed website. And also this looks like it's actually a few things in one. StaySorted.com. Great name as well, to be honest. Auto schedule, plan your day with just a few taps. Simply arrange your tasks in the order you wish to do them, then select auto schedule, and Sorted will automatically do the rest. I really dig that. I might have to play around with that for all the stuff that I do on a daily basis. Next up is Color Leap. Take a leap through time and see the colors of history. I just thought this was a really neat idea that somebody's come up with, that there were certain color palettes in those particular time periods, and just really nicely done and well designed site. It's funny how these things can sometimes also end up bringing you work, you know, because people find out about your website or your services because of your little semi projects that you put out there. All right, let me just speed up my machine a little bit. Just get my fans going. Here we go. My aging machine, poor thing. All right, next up is the Kayaks One. The Kayaks One, a sustainable and transformable travel backpack. Now, we all see millions and millions of backpacks, and I'm sure there'll be millions more of this. They're really close to their target. Backpacks and travel sustainable stuff seems to do really well on Kickstarter. They're literally a couple of grand off their target goal from nearly 100 people, 28 days to go. I mean, even at that level, they know right now today that they can make 100 bags and they're sold. So, I mean, they're pretty set for whatever product they make next. I really like that like zip off bottom part there, so you can put all your shoes and stuff in there. Packs like a suitcase, sturdy, removable bottom part and hip belt, fits into your overhead compartment. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has gone to like Chiang Mai, come up with the design of it, found a material, you know, somebody who can mass produce these, come up with a logo, come up with a name, build a Shopify site, bang, instant business. That's pretty much what you can do these days, is you can generate yourself an income just from having like a really good idea. Next up is the Cayman Aerosystems KMAX aerial truck helicopter. Look at this beast. Looks like something like Airwolf from the 80s. Built to lift. Conceived and designed to perform repetitive external lifting, the KMAX aerial truck performs these missions better than any other helicopter in the world. Single engine, single seat. KMAX is a rugged workhorse used globally for critical repetitive lifting. The fleet has accumulated more than 340,000 flights. Damn, since 1994. Wow, that's a lot of flight hours, actually. But look at it. It's an absolute beast. It's kind of weird that it's a single person thing as well, though, to me. I guess you've got to have like minimum weight with maximum lift on this, because you're putting such an amount of weight underneath. It can lift more than 6,000 pounds and burns just 82 gallons of fuel per hour, making it the most efficient lift to fuel ratio of any helicopter in its class. And yet we've still got time to like design more new stuff. Like, some amazing companies out there, some amazing companies, amazing people working for these companies. All right, last for today. Todd, connect real-world actions to mobile devices and the web. This tiny beacon uses devices like the iPhone 4S, new iPad 3, and Droid Razor with Bluetooth 4 to interact with the world around you. Created by Rowdy Robot. I mean, what a great name. 1,000 people, so instant community. Pledged $90,000, and they've got these cool little devices. I think these are cool because there's multiple things that you can do with smart beacons, and smart beacons normally you're kind of tied into a brand, and they like overcharge a stupid amount for them. So somebody's just literally come up with a 3D printed shell and then managed to secure the little parts underneath, and then basically built a SDK or a wrapper so that you can interface with the device and then mash it up into your own projects. Kind of cool. Last three today then. Looks like you are in Belgium. I want to shop in Belgium. Sure. TomTom Black. Oh, it's going to take me somewhere else. Why did you do that? Oh, come on. Just give me a minute. We'll go back. TomTom Adventurer Black. Track boost and relive your adventures. I'm starting to see TomTom a lot recently. Really pushing to hone in on this market. Let me do continue in United Kingdom. Real-time information with GPS and barometer, outdoor sports mode, built-in heart rate monitor, trail exploration, music player, 3 gig, that's kind of cool, and multiple sports mode, automatic lift detection. I guess it's got some kind of gyroscope in there. The price is pretty damn good at 270 quid. Everything I've ever had by TomTom has been pretty damn reliable, actually, their GPSs. But it's an interesting thing. I guess they're just moving away from it. They don't get as many regular people buying GPSs once they've bought one. It's like years until they buy another product, I guess. So they've got to diversify, right? And they've probably got the money to do that now. After selling so many TomToms in the early days, it makes sense for them to pop up some new verticals. Last two today then, uTorrent, web, binge watch the internet. So uTorrent has been around for many years. They just released a update yesterday to say that there is a uTorrent web, which basically means you can stream BitTorrent inside the browser. I've always been very loyal to uTorrent from the very start when I had a Windows machine going back like a decade ago. They've always made a really fast optimized version of a torrenting tool, and I have no doubts that this web version will be similar. There is a Mac application out there. This is currently just for Windows, but I expect them to have like a version for Mac within the month. I mean, there is other ones out there that you can do web streaming via torrent, but the one by uTorrent I would have thought might be a bit more faster, well written, more efficient, and this is going to be a really competitive space, torrent technology, especially when you merge that together with Bitcoin or blockchain, crypto in general. Being able to put up some files and then get paid in crypto for people to watch them, that's going to be an interesting arena, I think. And lastly today, I kind of wanted to rip this apart and say it was garbage, but actually after watching the video a few times, it looks pretty good. I'm going to tell you why I thought it was garbage. If I scroll down a little bit, there is a picture somewhere. This one here, the 24 gold plate and rosewood. From the concept, it looked like that really cheap and nasty gold plate, and I always panic a little bit when I see something like that. But I actually took a bit more time and watched the video, and it does look a really nicely machined, engineered piece of material. Now, I don't know if they're making them handmade, or they found a supplier, or they've built the idea themselves and then they've got somebody to actually, you know, model all the parts for them, the wood part, the bit on the back. All the other stuff is pretty much off the shelf. What I do like is that the little track wheel looks like a really futuristic steampunk kind of mouse. I don't know how good this would be for gaming, but it's certainly a centerpiece to add on to if you're a custom case builder. Yeah, this thing kind of set me off, this Exovolt with the little mouse on the bottom of it. I'm not sure if it's just somebody that's just wanted to put a front to a business that's in China, and it's actually not as well made as it looks. I don't know. I have a feeling about it. I don't know what it is. It could either be great and it could be really well made, or it could be janky and mass produced. That's my concern about this. It's still going to make its money though. It's only been up since the 5th, so I think this has been up like today or yesterday. 21,000 of the 23,000 goal. They've already got 266 backers who believe it, who want it, who love the styling of it. It's got 29 days to go. I have no doubt this will probably double that amount. Converted from 28,000 pledged of $30,000 goal, so they're definitely going to make their money. And if you do look into it a little bit more, why I've given it a bit more benefit of the doubt is that it does support a bigger art project, which anybody who's avoiding going the grants route and trying to use some of the funding to go into their projects, I'm all totally behind that. Exovolt was a tiny team of craftsmen and designers based in New York, addicted to creating objects that make life more beautiful. The company was founded in 2010, delivered more than 10,000 precision machined wood cases, glasses and briefcases. So I presume they've got their own production. I don't know if they're produced in New York or if they're mass produced elsewhere, but I know they've got 266 backers waiting for their new mouse. That's it for me today. Hopefully there was something in there that you enjoyed from the top 10 today. If you've never been to the site before, if you're coming across this video for the first time, this is what the site looks like as of September 2018. All the hunts are on the right hand side. When you click through, they appear on the left. Hit the white button takes you through to the hunt. If you want to add your own, click on the plus button, fill out the title, fill out the body text, upload an image, add some tags, and you're good to go. That's it for me today. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Prepare the path of a steam.
Smell of steam.
Stumnassie, wat is een stumnassie?
Stillmachine.
Why shouldn't a guy let off a little steam?
The steam.